The job of the sponsor?
As the Navy tradition goes back several hundred years, the role of the sponsor is to imbue her personality, her spirit, and also provide divine protection over the ship throughout her life. While the crew and the commanders will come and go, the sponsor will be with the ship forever. So it's sort of like a family member who will always be there to support her.
So how do you get a job like that?
I received a call from the Secretary of the Navy asking if I would be a sponsor of a ship. And of course, I said yes, after spending 30 plus years married to the military, married to the naval officer. And then I come to find out that I was going to be the sponsor of the future USS Sioux. And being a Midwestern gal, I couldn't think of a better honor than to be the sponsor of a ship named after a wonderful city in the Midwest.
So what have you learned about Sioux City since you've been here?
Again, being a Midwestern gal, I knew that the values and the warm welcoming, that was one of the things I was looking forward to after now living in DC, coming back here. But just the overwhelming support for the ship. And for the crew going forward. I think it's more than I could have asked for, more than I would have imagined, and just how vibrant the city is. It's truly an incredible place.
Now, one of the coolest jobs you have is getting to christen the ship.
Yes, christening the ship was probably one of the highlights of this entire process. Even if it was on, I think it was January 30th up in Wisconsin. Thankfully the sun was out that day, but it was really a neat opportunity for me. Again, another honor for me to do that. Taking the bottle of champagne and breaking it against the ship and setting her off into the water. That was sort of the first step in bringing the ship to life. So it really was an honor for me to do that.
Do you worry that the bottle wasn't going to break?
No, I did not worry about that at all. I have two sons that play baseball, and they gave me lots of good coaching tips on swinging and following through. And in the back of my mind, I knew that I needed to have the bottle break on the first swing for good luck. And so I wanted to make sure that my ship has everything, has good luck, has the spirit, has everything going for it.
And what would you like Sioux City to do for the people on the USS Sioux?
What I would love to see over the life of the ship is just an ongoing relationship, and we can plan together on how we want to do that. But through communication, through visiting the ship, sailors are immensely proud of their ship. And I know that if you're in an area where Sioux City happens to be, sailors love to show off their ship. So we need to figure out ways to, over the long life of the ship, that we can figure out different ways, whether it's maybe sending the journal out to the ship, or different things out to the ship to remind all of the crew members of where the ship is from and what the namesake is about. Communication on what the ship is doing through the journal as well. So I think there's lots of different ways that we can figure out how to maintain that relationship.